Hello and welcome. Today I've got you a super easy and delicious recipe that I think you're gonna love. To make this recipe, I'm using a whole chicken cut into pieces like so. So the good thing with using a whole chicken is that your soup is going to be much richer. It's gonna have a lot of natural flavor. You will need one medium yellow onion and some garlic, and let's get cooking. A deep pot is good for this recipe. Go ahead and add 1 tablespoon of oil and then fry your onions until they have browned slightly. Then go ahead and add your garlic and fry it for another 30 seconds or so just to get the aroma going. And then you're going to add some seasonings. It's a very flexible recipe. You can use your own combination here, but if you want results that look like mine, please do check out the description box. I do have all my ingredients listed there. So go ahead and fry the onions in the seasonings. Look at it looks quite good, huh? Okay, now I'm going to add some tomatoes too. I like to grate my tomatoes, but you could also blend them or just dice them and add them in. Tomatoes add a little bit more color as well as thickness to the soup. I really love it, but you can leave it out if you don't like tomatoes. Cook the tomatoes until the juices have dried up because it tends to be sour, that tomato juice. But when it dries up, I feel like the taste is better. When it's dried up like so and the sauce is thickened, go ahead and add water. Like I said earlier, I'm using whole chicken, so I did not see the need to use chicken broth. But if you want to use broth, go ahead and use it. About 4 cups of water is what I added here. And then season with more salt. And now add in your chicken. I had washed it before I cut it into pieces. Just make sure you do that. And then add in your chicken. Make sure it's covered in the soup nicely, and then simmer that for about 10 minutes or until halfway cooked through. And at this point, we are going to add our veggies. But before then, let's just stir and check to see. So you can tell that the chicken is cooked but not yet well done. And it's gonna continue cooking with the vegetables, so that's okay. Now I'm using the Bird's Eye Normandy Blend. It has zucchini, carrots, all these nice vegetables. You could also make your own vegetable mix at home. You don't have to go for the frozen batch. You could just simply buy your vegetables and cut them up at home. Go ahead and add enough vegetables, really. I added half of the bag for one full chicken, but you can add less or more vegetables. It all depends on what you like. Stir the vegetables in. At this point, they are still firm because they are frozen. But once the dish is done, we do not want to stir it too much because we would break down the vegetables. Season with a little bit more salt, and then for a nice final look and taste, we're going to add Italian seasoning and some dried parsley. Sprinkle that on top and just mix it in a little bit, and then we're going to let this simmer again until the chicken is well done and the veggies have also cooked. It looks really awesome, but it's not yet ready to eat. So let's simmer for another 10 to 15 minutes, and now our dish is ready. The chicken has released a lot of its fat. You can see that there's a fatty layer on the soup. Go ahead and clean that off with a spoon or a ladle, so that you get rid of the excess fat. I'm just gonna show you quickly here. You can tell there's a thick, there's a layer of fat. But when I serve this, I'm going to show you when I serve it, it's not going to have that fat anymore. So let's get rid of it. Before I show you the serving, please do check out my books on Amazon. I have nice notebooks, word puzzles, picture books, coloring books for kids, and I hope you find something you love. Now, on to the serving the meal and enjoying it. It looks really awesome. The soup looks tasty, and it really was tasty. I can confirm that. So go ahead and enjoy it with rice, with chapati, whichever way you like, or you could have it alone, really, or with bread. Let me show you. This is a whole wheat flatbread or chapati, whole wheat chapati. It's packed with fiber. It is much more nutritious than the white chapati, from refined flour. So I just enjoyed my chicken and vegetable soup with this brown chapati, and it was awesome. It's a very filling meal, perfect for dinner. I hope to see you in another video. Thank you for stopping by.